about that video, if you have ever met our maintenance director, Mike Sossman, you would understand that if you ask him, hey, can we go down to the ride site and shoot a video? Yeah, just don't interrupt my guys. So it was, you have to keep going despite the fact that the sound behind you was extremely distracting. Also, the video that you saw of the Giant Discovery, that is from our friends at Kennywood. As you know, they already have that ride, and so they were gracious enough to allow us to use that video so that we could see and show our market in DFW what the ride experience was about. So Zamperla is, well, fast forward, Zamperla has finished with Catwoman Whip. So they brought in all the pieces, and then they put it together, said, yep, it runs really well. And now they're dismantling it to ship it over to us, and then they'll put it together again in its rightful spot. But here is a little bit of the photos from Zamperla on their process of putting the ride together, and then you get to see the ride running. There's one part about the video, once it starts playing with the ride in motion, that really cracks me up, and we'll talk about it when we get finished. This one's not very long, I promise. Well, maybe. All right, so I promise you there will be plenty of space once it's so you won't have to worry about that. You'll just have to worry about your vomit control. We're actually internally kind of calling that area the vomit zone because the two spinning rides, or three technically if you loop in Harley Quinn, that is going to be quite a doozy. So I have to put my plug in to you guys, since our Lone Star Coaster-thon event is obviously well attended by our South Central Region ACERs, but we are always opening our doors to all of our ACE friends. We have a lot of fun during Lone Star Coaster-thon. Speak a lick of Spanish, but I figured I could help in some kind of way. But anyway, I'm excited to see their twist on that ride. So I have questions up there. Just know that I am very straightforward. If I don't know it, I'm not going to make it up. So, but I will gladly find the answer and get it back to you. So, any questions?
Do you know if the new Revelations at Magic Mountain, do you know when that's going to open by any chance?
I know that.
I know it's spring, but I don't know if they announced the date.
No, we haven't given the date yet.
Okay.
No.
16.
Well, for the first weekend of April.
Yeah, is that when you're going to LA? Is that...
Don't hold your breath. Yes.
Do you know at what Zamperla location they set that ride up?
It was in Jersey.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jersey.
Jersey. I'll
I'll
get Gene up here to say Jersey correctly. He's a Jersey boy. We don't want to give you any more FaceTime, Gene. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How well received has the new Texas Giant been? I know a lot of people in this room don't like when wind coasters leave,
Sure.
in this case converted. So how well has that been received?
I can tell you, and this isn't like a spiel by any means, it's one of the most popular rides in the park. We had to close it for a little while, and the day that we reopened it, there was a line of people waiting, and it wasn't just our ACE friends who came out to support us when we reopened the ride, but it was just the general public. And I think at the end of the day, it's just a good ride, and people can appreciate that. And you know, you can sit at the bar and you can discuss, you know, Woody versus Steel. And I think that's all part of it. That's what happens with this next generation of coasters. It just invites more conversation. But at the end of the day, everyone recognizes this is an awesome ride. So, you know, who cares what you're going to categorize it as? And then you walk away and you're like, it's a wood coaster. No, it's just a coaster. Does that answer your question? Yes? Okay. So you should come visit. And then you can give your own assessment. I don't know, maybe we should put like a little box out and say, do you think it's wood or steel? And like, people vote. And then all the ACERs will be stuffing the ballots for steel. It's now a steel coaster. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
for, under that new entryway, are you gonna have a special gold pass entrance?
We will not have a special gold pass entrance. I think the hope is that we will be able to expedite the experience for everyone. As you know, our gold pass season pass holders get to get in early, and I think this will truly make that experience come to life. Before it was like very muddled, and you know the ERTs, we would just cross our fingers and hope that everything worked out correctly. This year we'll be able to make sure that it does. We do have the special discovery entrance though. Got to get my corporate alliance plug in. They'll be proud. Yes, sir.
On the Justice League outside, I guess at the end of the season, we only did that one time for the Lone Star.
Sure.
But were you able to rectify that, I guess the smell situation in that area that you guys are working on also?
Yes. So our guys are continuing to make sure that that does not come back. So we don't know what happened, but during the summer, our nice platform and very picturesque facade turned into like the stink hole. And our guys, as soon as the park would close, they would like spray down, and then they would have a crew come in, and they were dedicated to hosing down as soon as the park would open. And without a shadow of a doubt, once the sun came up and started beaming, it started stinking again. So I don't know that they necessarily put their finger on what caused it, but I do know that as of now, of course it's winter, so it's kind of hard to tell, but they've been able to stop it. Fingers crossed and nose plugged. Hopefully we don't have to go through that again. Still don't know what that was. Yes, sir.
Is the observation tower ever open?
It is. As you know, safety is our #1 priority. You haven't heard that line at all. But I know it's so sensitive to wind, and it's based on what the wind, the wind is that day. So it may look calm on the ground, and up there, believe me, I have been in that situation where I'm like holding on to the person next to me and accidentally wore a skirt one day. That was a mistake. I just had to go ahead and just wave the white flag. I was like, I'm gonna go back down now. But it gets extremely, extremely windy up there. So I'm sorry that that's happened to you every time you've visited. Any other questions? Oh, David? David. CoasterCon 2016 is this June at Six Flags St. Louis. Not Louis, I don't know where that is. And then CoasterCon 2017 is next June at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. So it's all about Six Flags Parks. Thanks, David, for that reminder. They did not put that in their plug. Shame on them. Any other questions, comments? Thank you. We always have your back. Well, I did want to end with just saying that, I've been an ACE member since 2007, and I consider myself, one of the guys, but you guys have been very supportive of our park, even in 2013, when, it was kind of a dark time for us, and we got so many calls, emails, and text messages. It was very heartwarming to know that it's not just a business relationship, that there is actual care and passion that comes from you guys, and it's heartfelt, and it was very well received. So from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of Six Flags Over Texas, I want to thank you for your continuous support of all of our Six Flags parks, and we look forward to seeing you in 2016.